name's Ellie Bragg, and I'm an attorney here in Monroe. I'm a partner and owner of a law firm, Leitner, Bragg, and Griffin, and we are a general practice law firm in Monroe and Union County, located in downtown Monroe. We have several different practice areas, including family law, criminal law, personal injury, general civil litigation, almost anything you can think of that has to do with being at the courthouse. So primarily I practice in family law, criminal law, and personal injury law. I'm from Monroe. I grew up in Monroe, went to Benton Heights Elementary, Monroe Middle, and graduated from Monroe High School. After high school, I went to the University of North Carolina in Chapel Hill, and then got my law degree at the University of North Carolina, Central University of North Carolina in Durham, North Carolina. Why I wanted to go into the law field, I kind of grew up around the legal field. My dad was in that field. I would go to work with him a lot during teacher work days and things like that, and I really enjoyed just the courtroom atmosphere. I enjoyed the structure. I enjoyed hearing the arguments from different sides, and then also realizing that you can really help people. I think you can help people in the legal field. So I went to Chapel Hill for school, and my dad was like, don't be a lawyer, don't be a lawyer, don't be a lawyer. So I explored some hospital administration internships. I interned at the hospital here in Monroe, and doing administrative things, and just figured out I don't think that's what's for me. So I ended up applying for law school and going to law school out of Chapel Hill. I told my dad, well, if it's good enough for you, why isn't it good enough for me? So that's kind of what took me to that field. Ended up loving it. Started out really a passion for criminal law. I did a lot of public defense work, also interned in our DA's office, but I really enjoyed helping out people who could not afford an attorney. So I interned at the public defender's office, and then out of law school, got on our public defender's list here in Union County. I liked helping people that couldn't necessarily afford a voice on their own. I just thought I got a lot of gratitude out of it from them, and just knowing at the end of the day, okay, I think I did something good for the people in our community. After a couple years in the legal field, I joined T. Leitner, my current partner, who's also from Monroe. He got me to come over and join his firm, and then Jordan Griffin joined us about 2 years ago. And I enjoy working with them. I've known each of them my entire life, which is pretty cool looking back that as kids we knew each other, hung out and played together, and now that we operate a business together is kind of cool to me. So one thing now kind of developing into my career outside of criminal law is doing a lot of family law and personal injury law. The thing I like about personal injury law is, again, it goes back to, at the end of the day, what did I do to help somebody? So somebody's in a car accident, they're in the hospital for a week, or they're out of work, medical bills start to add up, they lost their wages because they weren't able to work for a couple weeks, and they're like, what do I do? How do I get back on my feet? How do I pay for these bills? So a lot of the things that I do is help facilitate that for them through the insurance company, and help them get back on their feet, get their medical bills paid, get their lost wages compensated, and move forward with that part of their life. With family law, a lot of things that we do again is, I go back to my root core is helping somebody. Can I help somebody, get custody of their children, or can I help somebody get financial support from a divorce? Looking back and saying, okay, can I help somebody get out of a really bad domestic violence situation? Again, like to take stock at the end of the week and be like, what did I do to help somebody? Let me see, what would I say to a senior in high school? Work really hard, and it's okay if you don't know what you want to do today. I thought I knew what I wanted to do. I went out, explored different options, and then I had that confirmation of that's what I do want to do. After high school, treat whatever step you take next like a job, even if it isn't a job. If it's college, if it's an internship, if it's going to work part-time and going to community college, treat every aspect of it like a job if that's what you want to do. Take it seriously. College is fun, the best 4 years of your life, but again, treat it like a job. It's an ends to a means so you can go on and be successful in the next part of your life. And again, it's okay, dabble in different areas, see what you're passionate about. At the end of the day, we have to wake up and go do something all day long and then come back home and do it all over again. So a job is a job, but just make sure that you're passionate about it, that you feel like you have some purpose of why you're spending most of your life at this place for 8 or 9 hours of a day. Whether it's helping people or whether it's exploring and researching or whatever it is, just make sure that you have some passion about it. Otherwise, I think it will be a really long life to live. Let's see, if there anything I could do differently. You know, I went to law school out of Monroe. Okay, so I'm from Monroe, small town. I go to Chapel Hill, and then I go to law school, and I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna live in Raleigh. I'm gonna live in this big city, and not coming back to Monroe. I'm not coming back to Monroe. And right out of law school, I got a job offer in Monroe, and I'm so happy that I came back to Monroe. Surrounding myself with family and friends, and it's just really nice to come back and serve the community that gave so much to me. So doing things differently, I think I just would be open-minded about where I end up. Nothing is ever permanent. So keeping that open mind and knowing, you know, if you're pursuing what you think you love, you can go down any path that you want. Career aspirations for the future. My goal right now is to be practicing law for 30 years in Monroe. I want to stay here, raise my family here. My husband's a teacher here in Union County. So I hope that I can just continue to give back, and through giving back to my community through being an attorney, but also giving back in the community service aspect of it too. I think it's really important that we have our professional lives and we do what we need to do to support ourselves financially, but also giving back to the community and asserting yourself as a leader in that aspect of it too, is giving back to the nonprofits, whether it's American Red Cross or our community shelter or something like that, is always remember that there's somebody else that we can help at the end of the day outside of our professional jobs. So I love the legal career. I don't see myself going anywhere else. But again, I'm keeping open-minded, work hard, play hard, and I think you'll do great in life.